Welcome to another episode of Analyzing Mega Evolution from Pokémon Legends ZA. Today we are live. You can find all the links in the description or the pinned comment if you wanna see the live where we do this and much more with us. You can participate, comment, and make fun of my of the dumb stuff I say. But today we're not here to discuss dumb stuff. Today we're here for a serious matter. Said serious matter is Falinks got a Mega Evolution. Now, let's talk a minute about Falinks. Falinks is not a bad Pokemon. Okay, Falinks is actually a very good Pokemon for two reasons. First reason, it's immune completely to Intimidate. Thanks to Defiant, which is the ability we're going to go with, if the attack or any stat that is lowered, the attack gets raised by 2 for each of its stat lowered by a 4. Meaning that if you, by chance, for some reason see a Falinks on the opposing team and lead with double Intimidate, this guy's getting +4 attack. Okay? And usually is run with Life Orb. There's no many items that can be run on Falinks typically. Because Life Orb is the ideal to maximize its attack, or better, its damage. You don't need Clear Amulet since Defiant is going to defend you from Intimidate anyway, so Assault Vest, you're never gonna use Assault Vest, for the reason being this Pokemon's peculiar move, No Retreat. No Retreat will raise the all the stats except accuracy and evasiveness of the user by 1. The counterpoint is the user cannot switch. However, you don't need to switch with this Pokemon. Once this Pokemon is set up, you are basically playing to win with this Pokemon. Okay, I'm going to analyze a bit Falinks before getting to Mega Falinks. These stats are these stats are not amazing. Base 100 attack is good. Base 100 defense is also good. 65 base HP is decent. 60 base defense is it's okay. And 75 base speed is not great, but all of these stats consider +1 thanks to No Retreat. No Retreat is a very broken move. As a matter of fact, oh god, the PTSD is gonna kick in so hard. This abomination. This stupid Pokemon. I hate this Pokemon so much. It's so stupid. Why is it stupid? This Pokemon can learn all moves, almost all moves, because thank goodness doesn't learn Dark Void anymore. However, this Pokemon learns No Retreat and Baton Pass all together, meaning this Pokemon can give the No Retreat boosts to a partner Pokemon, usually a Pokemon with either Power Trip or Stored Power, such as, I don't know, Aterine, Clefable, Iron Valiant, Latias, Poltergeist, Calyrex Shadow, God, Latios, Arm Rouge. And you can imagine that this move, not being limited to this silly looking guy, guys, sorry, is very powerful. And also button pass goes over the trapping part of the move. But let's not talk about that abomination of Giratina, and let's focus on our little soldiers right here. So Falinks is a decent Pokemon. The only problem with Falinks is the typing. Pure fighting is good, not the best. Good, not the best because psychic types and fairy types run around a lot. Some flying types may too, but this Pokemon has all it needs to fight and survive. Close combat, you don't fear Intimidate. Knock off, Iron Head, Rock Slide. This Pokemon has it all. How can you make this Pokemon even better though? In what way? Game Freak asked themselves this very question. How can we make Falinks even better? And they came up with Mega Falinks. Glorious. Incredible. Amazing. If you've seen the design of Mega Falinks, we cannot see it currently live on the Purple site because we are recording this and Showdown still hasn't updated yet. Somehow, I don't know what's stopping them from uploading a PNG, but this is what we are working with. So design-wise, it's very nice. Now let's compare the stats. Let's start the true analysis of Mega Falinks. You can see that Mega Falinks not only has become base 100 speed, meaning it's now a real deal. It also got a boost in a couple of the stats. Special defense, sadly or luckily, didn't raise too much, because as I said, no retreat is a broken move. Giving too much to work with as base stat may signify that this Pokemon is absolutely broken, and the only way to destroy this Pokemon is with typings, Fairy, Psychic, that are usually special defense hitters, so you know what, go for it. Go for it. This Pokemon would have been very problematic if it had any more special defense. However, it has 135 both attack and defense. Can, you may say. Mega Evolving, we have no guarantee that this Pokemon will still have Defiant. This means that Mega Falinks loses from Intimidate. This is a big problem. How are we... like, this is not good. What are we going to do? Like, how? Well, Game Freak blessed this Pokemon with a very good move that Falinks is very lucky to have as a stat. Body Press. Big shout out to my good friend, the Italian Jojo. His Twitch channel will be linked in the description for making me realize that this Pokemon actually learns Body Press. If he didn't, I would have probably thought Mega Falinks was a worse version. For those of you that don't know, for those of you that are new, Body Press uses the defense stat instead of the attack stat. What does this mean for our Falinks? Two things. First of all, nobody's saying you cannot use no retreat more than one time if the conditions are met to raise the attack again. But using Body Press means that your close combat won't be nerfed by Intimidate. And that is a crazy good thing to have. That is crazy good. In this situation, in Mega Falinks situation, Body Press is way better than close combat. It's kinda like Zamazenta before the buff of receiving Body Press. Zamazenta wasn't born with Body Press. for some reason, despite being introduced in the very same generation that introduced body press, didn't receive body press. Game Freak works in mysterious ways. We all know that. And if you were to run a fighting type moves on Zamazenta, was usually close combat, but it was not very good. When it received the body press, this Pokemon started winning. So you can see that this situation is very similar. Kinda immune to Intimidate through being a different stat attacker. Using a different stat to attack means that you won't be weak to Intimidate. This means that this Pokemon may even run a spread where defensive EVs are good, are optimal. Now, the only problem is if you need to use other moves, of course, because as we saw, Knockoff, Rock Slide, Iron Head, anything. Okay? Of course. No retreat is a staple, and you want at least run Protect on this Pokemon, because despite everything, despite all the good things we said about Mega Falinks and Falinks, you still want this Pokemon to be safe. Not only is a setupper, not only is your Mega Evolution, it's a member of your party that needs to be protected. Okay? So protect these little guys. That said, this is probably the best moveset I can suggest for Mega Falinks. Okay? What's good about Mega Falinks is that you don't need to spread anything. Because any lack of stat will be compensated by no retreat. So what you can do is go perhaps a bit hard on HP. You can even so you can maximize even the HP to make this Pokemon as durable as possible, because at the end of the day, 135 attack and defense is very good. As you can see here, the ending stat is very good actually, 155, consider it with the no retreat boost, so a 50% boost in all the stats except HP, of course. And you can see why it can be very massive. Nature, you may want a Jolly Nature, of course. You don't need the special attack, so let me put it at the minimum. So yeah, you can even try and run it like this, perhaps with these last 4 here. But in general, you wanna do something that still enhances the baseline to where your no retreat boost starts with. So you can even run something like this, a bit bulkier with a bit of attack, a bit more of attack, a bit more of special defense to maximize the no retreat boosts. Depends on, again, on the meta or your team. You can even drop a couple of HP and boost something more. The word is yours. As always, these are just suggestions to how to spread Falinks. Without body press has gained value with the lack of Defiant and the introduction of body press, I will never though tell you to run something like this. Never. For your Mega Falinks, never. If I have to suggest what stat to maximize, I'd say maximize 4 damage at least. Give it as much defense as possible, because body press is going to become your best friend. Knockoff is a possible coverage, again, depending on the meta. Knockoff, Rock Slide, Iron Head, depends on what you got to cover, what you see in the meta. It depends a lot on what it runs around, but with a bit of study, this Pokemon depends a lot on how you study the meta. Of course, All Pokemon do, but some Pokemon do more than others. Yeah, in the case this Pokemon maintains Defiant, then you change Body Press with Close Combat, and all I said for defense being raised more than attack to maximize the Body Press damage, it's basically what I said, but for attack. In the case this Pokemon maintains Defiant from its base form, okay, would be very good if this Pokemon did. It's unlikely, but it's possible. Some Pokemon did maintain their previous ability, so why not Falinks? Anyway, as for team members, after covering the stats, the moves, what are good team members for Falinks? Well, as always, what do I always say? Never, 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 never run only one Pokemon that has to deal all the damage. Not even in Uber formats, we have only one Pokemon that deals all the damage. Okay? We at least have two, which is usually either the other restricted or another Pokemon that is almost as powerful. But never, 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 never let your damage dealer be alone. Never. So yeah, never. But let's talk about support. Let's start from the support. First of all, I think you may already tell. Follow me and fake outs are going to be staples. Okay? What's a good follow me Pokemon? Well, of course, we have. I'm gonna talk about you. I have two. Despite everything, I still have two. Of course, the Ogerpon, various forms are going to be good if legal. When legal, they are going to be legal somehow, someday in Pokemon Champions. So yeah, when they're there, keep an eye out for them. Then of course, Mousehold. Mousehold is very good. Mousehold, I didn't expect Mousehold to be good as a support Pokemon. The way it started was a Pokemon with a stupid move, Population Bomb, that hits 10 times and was used with the Wide Lens, meaning Population Bomb never missed. So this Pokemon basically always had how much is it? A 300 base power move, dealing more damage than pre-nerf Zacian. What the heck were they thinking when they made this Pokemon? Anyway, Population Bomb, you can still use it even with a support set because it's still good damage. But what's most important, also this Pokemon has Technician too. Yep. Anyway, this Pokemon has Friend Guard. Friend Guard is a very good ability. It's not very distributed, it's actually very rare. If we search for Friend Guard, you can see that not many Pokemon actually have this ability that are good too. Mousehold, of course, Vivillon. Vivillon did see some use, but with Compound Ice over Friend Guard because it could use Sleep Powder without missing. Then you have most of them are either Baby Pokemon or Clefairy with Eviolite. So as you can see, there's like 3 Pokemon, and one of them is Vivillon that prefers Compound Ice. Yeah. So these are going to be your only options. for a friend guard follow me user. And I'm not suggesting Indeed for a reason that is quite obvious. Indeed puts the psychic terrain. The same psychic terrain that boosts psychic moves. And you don't want more psychic damage for your psychic weak Falinks, do you? No, you don't. So yeah, I'm going to hold off on Indeed. Okay? It's good not being threatened by fake out. It's very good. But you don't want your Falinks to suffer more psychic damage. You may as well use Farijira or Tsarina to stop the priorities. Okay? Like, it's more optimal. Do not use Indeed. You cannot terrestrialize a Mega Pokemon that we know of. If this was a early Scarlet and Violet analysis, I tell you, yeah sure, run Indeed, you can always run Terra Dark Falinks. If you're Mega Evolving Falinks, you are not going to Terra Crystal it. So no, don't use Indeed, okay? If you wanna stop priorities, Farigiraf or Sarina. Okay? Now, coming back to the follow me user, to the follow me support, both Mousehold and Clefairy are amazing options, okay? They both have friend guard, meaning that the allies receive a bit less damage, and with how Falinks, Mega Falinks seem to work, boosting its defenses, it's very valuable to make Falinks more durable on the field. So yeah, that's already a plus for both of these Pokemon. Now, where are the differences? Whereas Mousehold can still deal quite the damage, thanks to Population Bomb, Clefairy cannot. Sure, you may run Moonblast. Moonblast is a broken move. It's very powerful. Won't deal Xerneas level of damage. But you know, it's the extra little damage that a Pokemon can deal to support better. Okay? To prepare the KO for the rest of the team. Another thing. Both of these Pokemon, if I recall correctly, no, I remember wrong, so I'll have to cut this from the video. Clefairy learns a very important move that we discussed in the previous videos. Icy Wind. Yes, Clefairy has the ability to speed control. And of course protect, because you wanna run protect on this Pokemon. Now, of course you're going to need the Eviolite item. So, Clefairy is a good option because, unlike Mousehold, may not use up a Focus Sash you may want for another Pokemon. It can use the Eviolite. It has a good base HP. Its Tapu Finis base HP 70 is very good. Considering this base stat 50% higher, you can see that this Pokemon starts to become very good, especially if we give it a Impish nature or a nature that traces a bold nature. There we go. That traces the defense. You can see that the numbers start to add up a lot. Like 105 pre-Eviolite boost, it's a lot. Okay, 89, it's also a lot. Especially with for a support. Now, other option that this Pokemon may have is Left Dew. It's a very good move. Heals the user and its allies by a quarter of their max HP. Keeping this Pokemon that is going to set up to deal more damage and to be more bulky, and keeping it alive is massive. Here I'm gonna put like Alex Ketchum's massive little coin because it's funny. It's massive, okay? It's massive. Its white Zamazenta is so good. It uses a defensive stat to attack. Meaning you have a wall that crashes on you every time it wants, every turn. This is why this move is so good. Body Press is such a good move. Defensive Pokemon got a tool to be offensive. And they most of them don't care. It's not like a Pokemon like Ferrothorn, okay? Pokemon like Ferrothorn doesn't have Body Press stab. Do you think Ferrothorn cares about not having stab Body Press? No, it's gonna use Body Press anyway. Because it's that good, it has 131 defense. Of course, it wants to run Body Press, Leech Seed, Protect, Substitute, or whatever. Body Press. You can even give it Gyro Ball. But Body Press. Like, Ferrothorn doesn't care. Zamazenta doesn't care. So, Falinks is not going to care either. Trust me. And having Clefairy healing it, speed controlling for it, heck, even using Follow Me, and then healing itself and the partner with Life Dew. Dude, this is very good. Also, being Fairy type means that you can Follow Me resist opposing eventual Falinks or any other fighting type Pokemon, meaning that this Pokemon Clefairy is very good, especially against the mirror matches. Which may mean the opponent may also have Clefairy turning the whole thing into a weird situation where if you have Ironhead prepared for the mirror matches, because in case Falinks becomes very meta, if you don't have Ironhead, you either cover it with another Pokemon or you are dead. You're gone. So yeah, be very careful, guys, with the Falinks Clefairy combination. Mousehold in all of this seems the worst options. We gotta consider both because we don't know which one is going to be legal. Probably Clefairy because it's one of the first 151 Pokemon. But let's consider Mousehold as well. Population Bomb, meaning it will deal the damage that Clefairy will lack. Okay? Doesn't have speed control. That's a big problem. But it has a very important move, which is Super Fang. If I can type it correctly. Super Fang. Super Fang will reduce the opponent's HP by half. Meaning that Falinks can take KOs more easily. Mousehold is a much more offensive and straightforward version of Clefairy as a friend guard follow me supporter. It's much more offensive, uses Population Bomb, uses Super Fang. Heck, I can even tell you to drop completely Population Bomber rely only on Super Fang, for all we care. Of course you wanna run still Protect, and then there's a lot more of other moves. Don't Thunder Wave, so yes, you can also actually. Oh goodness, I forgot about Thunder Wave. You can make speed control with Mousehold, absolutely. You can use Baby Doll Ice to, lower someone's attack in case you need it, or Charm. The only difference is that Baby Doll Ice has a priority, Charm does not. Fake Tears, but you're not using the special attack. Helping Hand is very good. Helping Hand is very good because it means more damage for your partner, in this case a body pressing +1 Falinks, or Tickle, which will lower the target's attack and defense, which is also very good. Okay, I'm going to use, I'm going to put either Tickle or Helping Hand. I feel like it's most likely to be the same. Probably Helping Hand is going to be better because it's a more direct buff doesn't rely on the opponent Pokemon has clear amulet or clear body or not. Two abilities, one ability and one item that will be very common, either because Mega Metagross is going to be meta, and Metagross is already a good Pokemon without Mega Evolving, and it has clear body. All the rest are going to have probably clear amulet if intimidates are too present in the meta, so yeah. You may run it Focus Sash, but still decently decently bulky and fast. You run it like this, you are not going to need any of the attacking stats because Super Fang deals a fixed amount of damage. Very fast, very resistant, as Follow Me has amazing supporting options. You can also use Thunder Wave to speed control more and also try and roll the paralysis, but yeah, these two are very good Pokemon. I may even say you may wanna run both. Okay, you start Mega Falinks Mousehold, Follow Me, Mega Evolution No Retreat. If Mousehold survives Super Fang, Thunder Wave, you become a little annoying with Mousehold. If Mousehold goes down, Play Fairy gets in. Play Fairy, Life Dew. You heal your Falinks for the damage that has been dealt up until that turn, rendering your opponent's moves less useful. Icy Wind some more speed control to sprinkle a bit around there. Still Friend Guard, still a bulky Follow Me user. Yeah, this is very good. You may also use Play Fairy as a Trick Room counter, making it very slow and giving it something like After You. You can give it After You, and since you are so slow, After You first, and then your Mega Falinks, even despite the boost, despite the base 100 speed, will attack immediately. A lot of options, just from two little Pokemon. One isn't even fully evolved. Okay? These two Pokemon are going to be the best partners for Mega Falinks. Other partners, we already talked about it. Farigiraf, if you're scared of possible priorities that may infest the meta. It's also a very good Pokemon. It learns Imprison and Trick Room, meaning that you can have another way to stop Trick Rooms, and then you have Foul Play. Again, Mega Metagross is going to be freaking everywhere. Okay, everywhere. Having a Pokemon like Farigiraf will help a lot. Okay? And also Farigiraf has helping hand as well. And stops the priorities. So no Grassy Glide, no Fake Out, no slowing down your strategy. Anything like that. 3 out of 4 Pokemon that we analyzed are all just supports for Mega Falinks. After I told you, not have all your eggs in one basket with your Mega Evolutions. Yes, but these Pokemon are so good as supporters, even because they can support a lot more. Okay? We talked about setting up. We have 2 Pokemon that can help a lot setting up your Pokemon. So you can decide, depending on the meta, depending on what you wanna cover, you can set up another Pokemon, perhaps a bulky one. What's Falinks' worst enemy? Psychic and Fairy types. What's the solution? In Gambit. Another Defiant user. You don't have to rely on Assault Vest because it's already very bulky. You run it Black Glasses, Defiant, Swords Dance, Kowtow Cleave, or Sucker Punch. Iron Head. Oops, not Iron Tail. Iron Head. There we go. You run this. Can you don't have Protect? Yes. Do you need it always with King Gambit? The success of the Assault Vest set said no. Okay? Plus with 2 amazing supporting Pokemon like this, you don't need Protect, you can go full out attack. If you want, if you need, you may drop Kowtow Cleave or Sucker Punch. And probably Sucker Punch is going to be the one that will go, because people are not stupid. If Farigiraf is legal, they will hunt Farigiraf. If Tsahin is legal, they will hunt Farigiraf. If Indeed is legal, they will hunt Indeed. So, if you have to choose, drop Sucker Punch and rely on Kowtow Cleave. King Gambit is bulky enough, especially with Friend Guard and Life Dew, to resist a lot. You spread it bulky as bulky as possible. Okay. You may even give it a Brave Nature to better help the Trick Room matchup again, but you're not going to typically need to tweak too much about King Gambit's speed, because it's so good it doesn't care. Then you can Swords Dance, follow me, Swords Dance, Farigiraf to stop the attacking priorities. Yeah, King Gambit can be a very good Pokemon to protect Falinks, to help it with some matchup to cover for some other threats. That is also the case for another Pokemon, because you don't have to use King Gambit. Any setup in Pokemon can be good, okay? Especially with Clef. We are shaping a full setup team, so you will want Pokemon that can set up a lot, because you have a synergistic weaponry to it, okay? Heck, even I'm seeing it right now, one of my goats from Scarlet and Violet, Ceruledge. Ceruledge is an amazing Pokemon. Fire type and Ghost type are amazing, especially offensively. You can hit Clear Amulet, because unfortunately it doesn't have a way to be immune to Intimidate naturally. You have Flash Fire though. Flash Fire can be good. You also have Weak Armor that can also be good. You run Bulk Up or Swords Dance. It's the same, really. It's the same. I prefer Bulk Up because it also makes you, well, bulkier. You run Bitter Blade, Ceruledge's peculiar move, Healing Ceruledge. Then you have like Shadow Claw, Shadow Snake, whatever you want. I'm gonna put Shadow Claw because again, you may be scared of stuff like Indeedee or Farigiraf for Pokemon that in general stop priorities, and then of course Protect. And then you can again this Pokemon with a certain amount of bulk. You can it Adamant perhaps, so you can maximize the bulk up boost, maybe spread it a little bit. Then you spread a bit more of special defense because you're not going to boost it with bulk up. You can even maximize it for all I care, and then you do something like this, and there you have it, a very bulky attacker, perfect for this bulk for this setup centered team. Of course, you're going to need more speed control, so at that point, any Tailwind user may become good. You have Corviknight, you have the Dragonite, though the Dragonite has a Mega Evolution, so you may wanna use that. If Zapdos is legal, you can use Zapdos, Latias, Moltres, Galar, Pelipper. I don't think God is going to be legal straight away. If there's Rockymon, you can use Rockymon in an Uber format. Lunala, I don't know, Volcarona. Volcarona is also a very good Pokemon that can support your team. It has Rage Powder, Flame Body, so you can force some opposing Pokemon to be bird. You have Tailwind. You have Struggle Bug, which will decrease the opposing Pokemon special attacks. It's crazy. Okay, Volcarona, I'm gonna put Volcarona. Volcarona is crazy value, so if Volcarona is legal, pay a lot of attention to it, especially if you're handling a Falinks steel, because if you touch it with body press, you may have a 30% chance of being burned, and you will get your damage output halved. Okay? And about that, since we talked about a lot of physical setups, and we introduced the concept of being burned, let's also talk about special setups with stuff like Calm Mind. Okay? Calm Mind? I know, Clefable, I know. I'm sorry. Calm Mind is a very good move. Okay? Because it's kinda like bulk up for Ceruledge. Okay? Makes you bulkier and more offensive. Primarina is incredible. Raging Bolt. Do I even have to explain Raging Bolt to you? No. Latias if it's legal. Poltergeist. Both forms of Poltergeist, both Poltergeist and Sinistcha are crazy powerful for different reasons. Sinistcha will heal on switching your Pokemon, so it can be another support for your Falinks. Being also able to either use Rage Powder or let me pick up Sinistcha. With Hospitality, you can heal more your Pokemon. You can also Calm Mind with this Pokemon. You can also Trick Room if you need it, but with this Pokemon you tendentially not gonna need it. Rage Powder, Machagocha, which is the peculiar, will heal the user and has a chance to burn, and then protect, for example. Sinistcha is very good with this Pokemon because it both does support and damage, setup damage, so it also goes well with all the other redirectors we talked about it here. It's a very peculiar Pokemon, kinda like Volcarona. Volcarona can too run Rage Powder, but also can run Quiver Dance, Heat Wave, and then Struggle Bug. Struggle Bug with a +1 boost starts dealing some serious damage, especially with a Pokemon like Volcarona. So like these two Pokemon are very similar. Okay, they're the perfect mix of attack and support. Okay, you may lose Tailwind, so at that point you may need another Tailwind user. We talked a lot about Macro. We talked a lot about if Tornadus is legal, sure, go use Tornadus. If Whimsicott is legal, use Whimsicott. If Kilowattrel is legal, use Kilowattrel. If Flamigo is illegal, use Flamigo. Suicune, if Suicune is legal, use Suicune by any means. If Oricorio Sensu, especially Oricorio Sensu, if Oricorio is legal, use Oricorio. Especially Oricorio Sensu because it's a ghost type. It's a ghost type, meaning it cannot be faked out. Also, it has the ability Dancer, goes very well with Volcarona's Quiver Dance, so you can start comboing there as well. Talonflame, Gale Wings has been heavily nerfed going into Generation 7. Go for it. Still, it's good as a Tailwind setter. It's very good. It's very good. Comfy has both Tailwind and Trick Room, and also has Triage. We already talked about Triage. You can keep your setup Pokemon more alive with a priority of 3. The value this single setup Pokemon has with all these possible Pokemon, you don't even have to worry about what's going to be legal and what's not going to be legal, because it has so many supports ready to combo with each other as well. It's crazy value. It's an amazing value. There's no doubt about it. It's an amazing value. Okay, this Pokemon is just insane. And I think it's going to be good. And mind you, if Mega Falinks is good because it sets up a lot, I can guarantee you other Mega Pokemon that we have yet to cover that can do what Mega Falinks does, which is setting up, be bulky, and then dish out a lot of damage. If Mega Falinks is good, you can imagine how the others may be, if any. So yeah, that's all I had to say for Mega Falinks. Mega Falinks, I feel like, is probably going to be very powerful. I don't think it's going to be one of the top Mega Evolutions to use, but fail to respect Mega Falinks and you will lose badly. You won't even scratch the surface of a Mega Falinks team or a Mega Falinks player. Okay? That's all. See you next time.